What's up guys, Nepenthes here and welcome to episode 1 of Fatal. That's right, FIFA 18 Fatal is back. We are on the Icon edition. My icon, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, is Alessandro Del Piero Prime Edition. If you guys could do a huge favour and drop a thumbs up for episode 1, it would be very much appreciated. Excited to be back on Fatal. I feel like I'm playing good FIFA this year. I want FIFA 18 to be the year that I actually pick up a win in Fatal. With that being said, here are the rules. First and foremost, coins for a goal scored is 30,000 coins, or with a Fatal player is 50,000 coins. You lose 30k for conceding a goal. You win 30k for winning on penalties and lose 30k for losing on penalties. 100,000 coins for a first half rage quit. 75k for a second half rage quit. 50k for an extra time rage quit. When the opponent puts the controller down, the maximum you can score is 4 goals. Also counts as a rage quit when the 4th goal is scored. If the player returns, the game resumes as normal. Rage quits before 10 in-game minutes do not count, and another game must be played. If the opponent starts scoring own goals, you can only count 4 of them to your coin balance, and if you receive a red card with any player in the series, they must be replaced with a bronze card. Every upgrade in the series must be a gold player minimum. Moving on, we're starting team on episode 1 with 10 silver players. We have to play 2 games each episode. The games will be added together this time, so if you lose game 1 and then win game 2, you deduct the losses in game 1 from the winnings in game 2 and vice versa. The game type is online singles match versus full chem teams only. No coins carry over. SBCs and Alex Hunter items are valued at 100,000 coins each to a maximum of 2. At the end of each episode with the winnings, you offer your viewers a choice of 2 pairings to add them for the team, and the example is on the screen right now. And then we go into the YouTuber knockout format. So it's a best of 3 games combined, the first of 2 wins. Substitutes are allowed in the series but will be added through a selection process. If in the episodes where you play 2 games, each of the starting 11 is important. If you beat the team in the episode, one of the starting 11 can be selected as a substitute for your own team. If you beat both the teams in the episode, one of the 22 players from both starting 11s can be selected. It's important to know that the viewers will choose the one substitute from the video, not the YouTuber. Sub players can only be used from the 45th minute onwards, and the icon player cannot be subbed off. Next up guys, here are the YouTubers, some familiar faces and some new faces. We've got Buck Army coming with the 86 Shevchenko, Footwiz Dan coming with the 90 Ruud Gullit, FDE FIFA with Dennis Burkamp and DJ Mario coming with Hernandez, David Myler with the 91 Ronaldinho, Nick 28T with Patrick Kluivert, Tobias Gaming with the upgraded version of Shevchenko, and Zweibach with the downgraded version of Hernandez. And then lastly, we've got Bateson with 94 Ronaldo, Lasty with 89 Ronaldinho, Marshall has gone for a childhood hero of his with 89 rated Shearer, Wolfie has got Mark Overmars, the 90 rated Prime version, Maverick has got 90 rated Thierry Henry, and this time they do not get to play together. They are playing separate, as separate people now, which is awesome in my opinion. Fuji has got the 87 Del Piero, Kazooie has got JJ Okocha, and myself with the Prime icon Alessandro Del Piero. So those are the YouTubers involved, guys. If you want to check those out, links to everybody will be in the description below. That is the game. Let's get into the team and look at how bad my starting 11 is. Okay guys, so here is my team. I've gone for a full Premier League team. Honestly, I just used players I had in my club. A team this bad, I haven't even got chem stars. I feel like I can do good with this team. It's actually not bad. We've got Nordfeld in goal. He's alright, 6'3", with decent diving and reflexes. We've got Alexander Arnold, who has actually got really good card, good pace, good defending, good physical. We've got Schindler, no lists to be found here, but he's got 65 pace and good defending and physical, so not a bad player to have at all, 6'2" too. 6'2" also for Bernadette with 66 pace, not the best defending but pretty good physical. Smith at left back, just a terrible card. I'm just going to throw it out there. He's one token ahead of being bronze, so yeah, he's pretty bad. In at CDM we've got Billing, which actually at 6'6" and as well-rounded as he is, might be pretty good to use. Jamie Punch in there with a nicely well-rounded card for the outside midfielder number 1. Only a 2-star weak foot though. And then Brannigan with the 3-star weak foot on the other side. Quite well-rounded, not great. In a cam we've got Zinchenko. 4-star skill moves, which is great. His finishing is terrible, but his pace, dribbling and passing aren't the worst. Abraham as our first striker, 6'3" tall, good pace. Very excited that he's in the team. And then of course Del Piero, the 5-star, 4-star absolute beast of a man. Insane dribbling and passing, great composure, perfect shooting, great pace. What more do we need? Everyone's on 10 chemistry, as you can see there. We're going to go and get into game number 1, guys. I will be right back. Okay, guys, our first opponent has got a 167 team. He's got a full... I don't know what team that is. It's from the Swedish league. He's got the full team. I'm happy because he's got all silvers and there's a few bronzes. So our teams, and his silvers are quite low rated. Our teams are on a pretty similar stead in terms of ability. He's got basic chem styles across the board, which is obviously fantastic. And we're gonna hope. Oh, Zinchenko's what's? Oh, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. Let's just play the game normally, and hopefully we can get some good coins out of this. I do want to get a nice little graphic made up for the coins. I'm probably not going to do it this episode because I'm already a little bit behind on today's work.
Welcome, boys and girls, it's your boy Viva here. How are you doing? Incredibly cool that you're all watching to a brand new transfer video on my channel for the January transfer window. And in this episode we are going to take a closer look at Dele Alli, Harry Kane, Alexis Sanchez, Carrasco, Coutinho, and many more superstars will be featuring in the video. So let me know down in the comment section below, how much chance do you think those transfers have to being confirmed? As you can see, I have the transfer radar at the bottom of the screen showing you how many percent I think a transfer has the chance of being confirmed. So drop it down below as well, and while you're at it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to join our amazing team Viva la FIFA. We are racing towards 100 subscribers. And do you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram? Go check out Viva la FIFA 87. Are you just like me in love with fantastic shirts with great quality for the best price possible? Go to the website gogoalshop.com and use the code VIVA for an extra 10% off. We are making a lightning start with a very cool transfer rumor, and that is Dele Alli and Harry Kane going to Real Madrid. Last week they played against each other in the Champions League and Tottenham won the game 3-1. Big man Dele Alli, Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen, and Real Madrid is very interested after that game in signing one of the most important players in the Premier League. So Dele Alli and Harry Kane both together, how much does Real Madrid have to pay for that? 200 million, 300 million, I'm not quite sure, but they belong with the best players in the Premier League. So if Real wants to sign them, I'm quite sure they have to bring a very big bag of money. A player I've forgotten about a little bit is Thomas van Malen. Once he was a very talented center back, but this man got so many horrible injuries in his career that I was throwing him back all the time. Now at Barcelona, he isn't even with the squad on match days, so he can leave the club, and Inter Milan wants to sign him. I'm not sure if he is good enough to play in the starting 11 for AC Milan, but maybe for the squad depth Thomas van Malen can be a good signing. But I'm hoping that Thomas is going to a club that he can get more playing time so he can kickstart his career. We go to Newcastle United, and Jose Perez isn't playing in the forthcoming weeks and months for Newcastle United, so they want to get a new camp center forward, and they set their eyes on Almiron, Miguel Almiron. He is playing for Atlanta United in the MLS. He got a crazy inform last year, and the man is looking very overpowered as a cheap card in FIFA 18's Ultimate Team. So if you love Premier League cheap players and this man will make a transfer, it's good news for you. But let's see how he will do. In the MLS he is a fantastic player, but is he good enough to perform in the Premier League? Let's wait and see if the transfer will be confirmed. It is not a question, is Alexis Sanchez leaving Arsenal, but the question is, when is Alexis Sanchez leaving Arsenal? In the winter already, so Arsenal can get a transfer fee, or is he going on a free transfer in the summer? And so many clubs are interested, and now also Bayern Munich is very interested yet again because they want to get a new player down the left hand side. Frank Ribery is doing good, but he is getting older and older, so they want to get new players on that position. Sanchez is also linked with a move to the Serie A, and he is heavily linked with a move to Manchester City. And if you're asking me, Manchester City and Bayern Munich are the two biggest candidates of signing Alexis in the winter or the summer. One of the most skillful players of his generation is Ben Arfa, but he actually got only 1 or 2 good seasons in his career when he was younger and now when he was playing for OGC Nice. But at Newcastle United, for Paris Saint-Germain, he is on the bench all the time. He once made a magnificent goal for Newcastle United, dribbling around 5 or 6 players and scoring a goal, but but besides that he wasn't that great. But now he is linked with a move back to the Premier League, and no one less than Leicester City wants to give Ben Arfa a new chance in the Premier League, and maybe he can do great like he did at OGC Nice. RB Leipzig is again the runner-up in the Bundesliga behind Bayern Munich. They are on the second position in the Bundesliga and they are doing fine yet again. Last season they won promotion to the Bundesliga and they finished second in the Bundesliga, a great performance, but now they show they're not a one-day fly and they are doing it again. Second place in the Bundesliga, and the goalkeeper from Hungary, Galaski, is linked with a move to the Premier League because he is doing fantastic for RB Leipzig, and he is linked with a move to Arsenal and Chelsea. I'm not quite sure if he will become their first team goalkeeper, but maybe they want to sign him at the start to be the backup goalie and work his way forward from there. Another player that is linked with a move to Arsenal is Jorginho. The center midfielder of Napoli is a very important shackle in their team, and I get why so many players are linked with a move to Arsenal, because don't forget there's a very big chance that both Mesut Özil and Alexis Sanchez will leave the club in the winter or the summer, so Arsenal needs to strengthen their squad with midfielders, with attackers, so that is why they are linked with so many players. And Jorginho, I think he can be great, but Napoli is asking for around 70 to 80 million pounds. Joshua Kimmich is developing himself very good on the right back position, doing great for Bayern Munich and also for the German national team, but he has a release clause in his contract of 44 million pounds, and Manchester City is willing to pay that because Josep Guardiola always loves players that can play on multiple positions, and Kimmich, he can play as a center back, as a right back, as a center mid, as a CDM, and even as a cam, because for the right back position they already have Walker and Danilo, so I don't think he wants to buy him for that position, but he is so all round that I can see why Manchester City wants to pay his 44 million release clause. It is not a big secret that Jose Mourinho isn't quite happy with Luke Shaw and Daley Blind as his left back. That is why Young is playing more and more games. He picked up a crazy in form last week, and Luke Shaw is linked with a move back to his former club to Southampton. I'm not quite sure if